The other day I shared with you a video about how you can ensure you offer your child the best type of care even when you're going through a breakup. And I looked at 8 tips. And one of those tips was about not encouraging your child to take sides. And this whole issue of taking sides I think is a really quite a big one. And I think many people don't understand why it's not helpful to get other people to take sides. I think when you're going through a breakup, it's really painful and it's distressing. So it feels, certainly in the short run, it feels maybe comforting and supportive to have people on your side and to see things from your point of view. But in the longer term, it's not helpful, and it's not helpful for a variety of reasons, and I'll explain them now. The first reason it's not helpful is because there's more than one side to any story. There's at least 2 sides to a story. In other words, there's not just your side to that story. There's another side to that story that needs to be looked at. Secondly, when you only focus on one side of the story, you're unbalanced. You can't solve the problem. You can't make it better. You can't produce a better outcome because you're only looking at one side of something. It's like looking at an equation, a mathematical equation, when you don't have all the variables. You need to have all the variables, and that other variable certainly is you, or one of the other variables is you and what you've done or what you haven't done. Thirdly, when you try and get people to on your side, what tends to happen is that you tend to blame people. And then what happens when you blame someone, they want to blame you. You attract blame to you. So it just becomes a useless, fruitless exercise with both sides blaming each other. And that can go on forever with no benefit, no positive outcome. Fourthly, what happens is you're not looking at yourself. When you don't look at yourself, you don't grow, you don't develop, you don't become the best version of you possible. You don't become a better parent or a better partner or a better work colleague or a better human being because you're only focusing on one side and you're not focused on yourself. So if you want to improve yourself, you want to improve outcomes, improve your relationships, then you have to focus on yourself, and that's where you should start. Become the best version of yourself. That's what you should be doing. That's the best thing to do.